still very fashionable piano. I think he made it fashionable.
Now it's he was smart enough to identify it. Not correct. It's not like without Maporisa piano.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for
like
we
business and
I can say, but when we structure it like I can. But Bajanyu go pela kayon, and before I don't think the Bagajanyu would be able to look at the Maporso corner. I saw yene, which is so. Le comes up if Nasa Kopana, maybe not a Yeja, Maranaka Siji. I understand that we understand that getting okay. Yeah, that's what she said.
The thing is, okay, sharp we do that now. You strike literally traffic lights, sharp. Tomorrow we don't have traffic lights. Then complete like maybe electricity. Electricity I put like some of the traffic lights. Lost strike and literally saying happy. I'm saying that it comes down to education. Like I've experienced, it comes down to education. Evenly, like the teachers don't care. When I tell you there was a smoking area in my school, there was an area where
high school guys.
Ziasha, Insango, singers, they smoke, and the teachers knew didn't be smoking area for the student. You understand? Yeah.
Baija. Like every year, government you allocate that let's get 2 million.
Sure.
And then principal you 2 million. No. Kikenya kapot and then I would like it kapot. Kapot maybe kapot 50,000. Then one wanted to 200,000 or 1 million.
So no, listen to it on the government.
What's about don't like but go fail when about 70, 76. About a go fail. Khutona shopping. Go chai. But like you want to go parliament, get only to the car. But it's my shulman. What do you see? Hey. Ah.
I will go to
yeah, Zubit, but I go fail. Didn't you bule? Kerelo ntshantshile kana ara ne ska berikisa ke podcast ya ndengwa ke tsebike ya go Limpopo ke tlo bitsa ma
go itse guys ke worried ka go testiwa podcast se mfiti dia tshola sponsorship
Una le di mano na le chusa sponsor podcaster.
No, I think that I think is don't you think that a cover the brand if maybe podcast is a little too explicit, way too much?
Yeah.
Don't know mutual but about Kenya di nyogo. List trompo okay like maybe any brand in Vitraka but it what can only explicit only rahu and things.
But it was like the brand di batla tsona ntse like bo tsone bo di henaki ene maybe batla phela di ya vesa
le di condom ka bereka
wa bona
like I want demography ya batho ba richang podcast ile ke batho ba tswang like Limpopo Gapaya le rona ba ka iba re maybe more exposed so it was like funny tata cause ke batho ba itseng or ke batho ba regular so in terms of position ya brand a wena ganel to extend gore batla batho ba control like the brands di corporate maybe gona le brands e bo archer some brands are archer successful like I like that cause culturally they are visa.
So it's based on your niche.
Yeah, it's based on your niche also. What type of people are looking to approach?
Yeah.
Avec mon professeur là.
So
yeah. What's happening, really? I heard
Let's go on a snippet, so I don't know if it was it.
No, something Soweto in a song, Amalanga or something.
Amalanga, fine.
And it doesn't make sense because he's the main, like his vocals are the main thing in the song.
And his voice I were you.
Why would I obvious to look at something so it's and then he decides to not add him on the song.
Are ba replace it wena, ba replace it. Maphorisa.
When I'm with the name of Mutola, go at some point because one of the snippet of Monomoho Fudola. Or Mono Imban and the Hofulus Lutol.
And I'm not going to pretend that
We should be like a fail. How long was that?
Kayo high.
How long?
That live was
Like, I think you went over
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Yeah,
I want to say a short. You know what to intimate.
There's a meme every day.
Yeah.
It is long, guys. But why is every artist complaining about him? Like every artist at signed, go Sony, is at Sony. They're complaining about him.
But now they didn't contradict. Why Baba Mbone Bamringa Crane?
Buffy.
Think about it. No. Eh?
Boyang Star.
Yeah, because Baba Fit Babu Bampagam says, like Bampagam, sorry, Hongkumun, Baba and Babu Crane, Baba and Babu Plan, or Wahe to Rujama Ajiman.
Oraya na Roja Mangarajim.
It's in
Yeah, I get the
But you know, okay, you got the vibes. I think maybe I got the
vibes.
Give me everybody, Maravel. You can't play everybody. Maybe it's a balance.
And a couple of Batula.
There are people exactly.
And then
outspoken.
Baba is a great leader straight to depression. 3 years later, how complain. I know still sounds stay there. That's why I fresh. Don't you like something Soweto? No, right now. I said,
I don't know so go.
So, all I need to get, Billy or all I need to get South Africa. Something Soweto.
No, I got to remember the emoji I'm too long. I want the emoji. Yeah, pussy.
South Africa.
You pick up a your name.
It was so obvious. Like when you go and stream the song, you can see there how they didn't mention him. And he's the main vocal, he's not even a feature. He's the main, like it's so dumb.
I think you're one of the things that's in Korea. Because we released the album cover before the song ends. So anyone to Nakolokoniwaka got a snippet in studio, follow up at the so because of that hype, it created so much mass of people who are drawn to you. And over his if realistic something Soweto on top. So by the time that you release obviously during that in terms of disagreements, in terms of the master share and all that. So by the time if it's to point out or release the pin and family release you regardless of the man realization since 2 weeks and look you police. I got obvious currency in Sahara
and more chances. South Africa more chances.
And I think also
mar peremutli mfano masaring are uzamile mufune like nasa thola mufunu about to go to ntotsi
Maporisa.
Samge perwarima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I want to know what did he say Maporisa in his defense? Since you actually
No, but to explain it, masters and then mfano azanga ntsapine ba bona re bone o re senyetsa nako a bona mfana ka ntse ka yi gore ba some credit le ga ba itse mfano la entse ole a ke tsebe wa
Sangelo nabatla master share more for Pina. So because Pina needs under label ya Maporisa now ena company ga yetsi ya and see master share everything sure. So as a contingency gore ke moral disagreement di man swap di man re montsha mo pineng mara re release ka label ya mass music wabo
Amalanga I don't need a strategic move to be quite honest it backfire on them like too much
did I didn't say somebody go matter nothing is just a media statement because it can be repetitive something so much and then it be very realistic but I'm gonna need a roka chance as much as some get a hono and a lena ka chance or a learner ka chance but ki entero tsamanga so it's on radio matata
or faith
imane unza basis obviously
mar na ke batho ga mo ka credit ga though despite the fact of and he has to get his credit to yeah maporisa like to batho as a kid motabeng la mane matala when the culture ya maporisa ya mapiano ebe culture now re-consumang the way re-consumang ka teng pili feri nesi fashionable piano I think he made it fashionable.
Now it's great. He was smart enough to identify it. Not correct. It's not like without Maporisa piano.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for
like when I look at business
we say I can say but when we structure like I got but bajanyu kuphela ka yona and before I don't think the bajanyu with the way baba you can tell Maporisa kono aitse so yene uje so le kamza phela if na sa kopana le maybe na tla yija mara naka sije I understand that we understand that cutting no okay.
Kon Maporisa mo tsolo mo system contracting ni na ropua mo yona.
O mkhipilo ya ka tseba ya.
So wa bona clare ne tlo ba that story gape go mo ambitious.
E no bana ntwe ke buanga ne ke re batho ba tswana le bo kabza. Kabza ina za nga jiwa. Asa o va ile kremile fu ke la sa stress.
Kabza ukina na experience pela khala jiwa la go Alexandra la Kabza
una experience
yeah pela khala
Asanze ra di training mo di
adlale bo ma 5 hours on patela ka 6 pack ene tumel mara
mari tsamala kana moto azama music industry na mfita I know gore go ntsema lo kena ene na ga ke musician I'm behind the scenes skill but we shoot a video the content but just being on that space it's hectic it's hectic it's not simple if you think about convention to something recently but I'm thinking about it hey how can the music industry o tlhanya wena ka bo eventually I but not too weak industry I but too weak
o tlekena go music nya no
I got low shoot. I remember when they got to shoot Soul Tribe.
Yeah.
They got to shoot Soul Tribe in repent. They keep a tell why.
The Kanyang.
One told. Yeah, I was so they keep a little Kanyang picking the day. So
Azango Shire.
Man,
Kanyang.
That's
my police.
Give me a sign ring and
hey, they were going to do. Never do it to Charlotte. No, oh, shade.
No, I'm waiting to come riding like the artist in most cases. I know you keep up. That's just my say. Kore craft is important in most cases. Of everything and have realized or routine. I might be the photographer, I might be the videographer, there's gonna be a road manager. All of us are gonna play a very important role to play. And then also the prominent very I feel the need for craft important or fail. That's my biggest argument. That's why I keep a music because of even if favors are battling Hofela and favors are battling Hofela, and when invested in a how, and then if Mutating Apo, this for instance, artist thing I pop with Candelone, or one of Sinzana, like bad investment for Bagas still. So,
but it's part of your job. Is it not part of the cons that
the thing is the thing is sometimes you invest a lot on an artist because of to convey vision the way linkating if into about the way in Abatankating. That's where the thing is. So you are how can you fail because of another skill, but looking at the local failure to make that person shine. And then when I want to bono like a bola in the video this is how we want to happy and what's about to try the numbers to try. So if as I boni value that's where the problem is because of thing I can boni the reason why I don't say I'll compensate you because when are you putting in the hours as much as labor studio recorder that's why I making kill
so conclusion
I conclude I can come back strong. Yeah, I'll come back strong.
Vai, mzansi itla ema noking, vai. Mzansi itla ema ko noking.
Black Twitter.
Baba
Mzansi, South Africans. Patriots. South Africans, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
That's one thing into one thing the most important things are not fashionable. If you want to like a show. As an artist, there are key components that the artist as offense actually photography, marketing, whatever aspects they're dealing with. So because these things are not in conversation so much in a cool way, it doesn't give like so for instance, if maybe go Twitter, go TikTok, narrates a video outline a business in on top, but in a cool way, the same way the videos I'm upon and keep her into attention. Because as soon as one maybe I can add, maybe it's beneficial to situation now. Because the add so on top of it, I believe on the channel vibe. So I think that's why the book is a little fashionable because but information into it idolize because the red books as much as
they do
maybe academical or strata books, but the red books somehow.
Which brings us to our topic for today.
I'm taking out too big, guys. I'm kidding.
And that's what the medias.
I don't know what the medicine was. Anyway, guys, welcome to the to the podcast. My nigga, Spook is here. Piggy Banks is here. My girl, Humo G is here.
Why is it so icy?
Obviously, nah, but we can't. Guess what it is? Guess what it is? Nah, Reka, do you how do man? No, sorry. Marga Provenzi,
Okay. No matter
Uzamile. What's the topic?
Yeah,
very topic.
How? But our topic is today we're going to talk about the ignorance of black people. The question is, do you guys think that people living in townships, black people living in townships, are ignorant? And why?
How do you guys work around? Or the viewers?
In general.
Everyone.
The viewers did why
What are commenting? They must comment.
Yes, they will add on, but like, yeah, I'm
Oh, for now, what's the role?
of course.
Anything black people consider. Yeah, slightly, I would say slightly. Yeah, not 100% because again maybe the stats, it's a straight, it's confirming that, but I like to assume more most by ignorant, a lot of things. Example, maybe let me take it back a bit. Can I go earlier elections? Yeah, I want to improve it. Black people are already gaining, and majority of white people in South Africa, they went out in numbers by no vote. And you ask yourself, can't they why is that? I don't show a difference, and you know when I recover, if never voted, something in my time. But somebody not a crime majority. Someone from all the parties not a crime majority, but I think part of be ignorant enough on my side. That's my 2 cents. Maybe I'll add up answer for you.
Sure.
Yeah. I think so too. And there's a lot of things that have proven Koreano, black people. And as someone I've experienced that like firsthand. And I've also experienced both sides of the world actually. I'll get into that as the topic goes on,
Okay, that's
right? But yeah, no, black people are ignorant. I saw it the time I was speaking about June 16, you know, taking it back. How most people didn't celebrate June 16 like that. Like we went out, go drink, things like that. You know, we didn't care much about why the importance of that day in particular, Ukilavo. And you see it in things like the strike. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take it back to such things. So strike, you see people number one bus striker, the street light, right? Mm-hmm. And 2 days later they complain for yo, I don't know the street light, Ukilabo. Yeah. Like we do certain things, but like we do them in a way and it turns back, it backfires on us, Ukilabo.
Yeah.
In some way. So yeah, like black people are ignorant, and I also think it's because of I give up blame at the same time. Yeah. It's because of the limited resources that we have, and particularly when it comes to education.
Sure.
You know,
and if you get a school, and your part in the success of Khotsakoskel would be who Kenya effort, who school, who bala, who quality test, whatever the requirements, and then the responsibility of the school is now then to give you books, to give you shelter, to give you a place, to give you a teacher. If the school is not playing that part, how do we then go to an extent that conclude the child as the school?
Yeah.
In that manner in terms of both sides, because we are under a government. And if the government is not functional, we can't expect Rona to be functional, because a lot of our expectations are sold to us. And if the same people that you expect support from, day in, day out, it's our reality. And also on the basis of we are given freedom. We also have to acknowledge it's a apartheid thing, and there was never anything in swing as a step who give us therapy. Our parents, Rona, so we are just a continuation of a broken daddy in reality. Yeah. And one thing about us, we adapt easy, we make ourselves felt in any situation as black people. So if regardless of we're in this cycle, there are some ways or some initiatives that we will do for you to see if all you know is to strike when it saved them in 1976. Today, there's nothing else you are being shown, or this is a manner you can use. The law, the judiciary is not functional, is not working into your favor. Then the only thing you know would be go or strike.
And I sort of advocate but now I've been in a situation where nere striker ko kasi aka ko topsi ene ke because of netsna mtlakase ne remetse mtlakase for bakase still remetse mtlakase to a point where we took to the streets light amatire raizalo, and then ya speed up the reaction. Even though about the day it was hectic, Mona Sarafina Nankilaka experience right now, and I can to some Ponagal show.
Mari Pigas talk of Varendering Australia, Yona is not on you, Nantol. Mari, government erona, Ukavilla, Akuja, want to look at
and obviously, Yona, I don't think. As long as maybe the saying, but the peaceful protest is in Kapana.
Peaceful never. And we want electricity never. Aye. Camilo Robert.
I remember too much area. I money that shut down Yana area. Yamalema in the company. It's national shutdown. Yenze an impediment of some sort.
Capacity.
Yeah, because of
Serga peaceful shutdown. Because I don't know peaceful shutdown.
Yeah, that's what we chase it.
Thing is, okay, sharp, we do that now. You strike, the traffic lights, sharp. Tomorrow we don't have traffic lights.
Get
Then
traffic.
complete like maybe electricity. Electricity ya go tla some of the traffic lights. Lost right and electricity in happy.
Mara what's on traffic lights
We are-
for sa striking mo tsone. Adi bere.
But like, what I'm saying-
How long?
What I'm saying is that either way, there's no progress. Because you can't fix something, can't do it wrong. You understand?
True.
Two wrong don't make a right.
True.
Well, understand. And it keeps
Mara ringa var.
It keeps
Ebe
being
le
like
apartheid. Ene ne sinto ya we.
Mara tsantsolo mo yo.
Ne.
Mara
Mara-
Montweng, Montweng.
Wait.
Le mang, le montweng le mang, re lwa le man.
Le economy, batho ba tshwereng economy.
So a re sa lwa le makgowa.
Ai, ha se bana le makgowa. Ba
Pero-
tshwereng economy. Ke bone ba nang le bone. Makgowa pela re lokisitse ke ra bona re plomang mone e ke grand kumbaya. Re go di-officing kaofela re na le di-manager tsa botaki and so on and so on.
Pela no pigine. Mo Mzanzi no, batho ba tshwereng economy no. A sa le makgowa. Ke botaki ba selfish.
O re-
Hantle. No, a sa le makgowa no.
nka se le makgowa.
Yeah, ka sa le ke makgowa.
The
Ba
thing
ba tshwereng
is,
ke botaki ba ba le
the
selfish.
thing is, mo itse mangamla matala a ja, ha je di-peanuts matala. Ba ja di-billion matala. ka di-billion.
Pela sheba o wa kana ke mang o dikoloi tsa ba dintse for auction no kana ke mang o na pele dikoloi tse 5 ka shelter PPE di Lamborghini di eng I think it's about 20 million ba di paise for 8 million no that's again ka fele tlo ya kae ba tlo khotla ba
No,
tlo
mara
Mara
sa
to
mara
point offense tsenolo ne. Batho ba ba controlling system ba tlo bela motho tlo feelang gore go be le fail. One tell ke tshwere. If they wanted Ramaphosa to put us in a state where we are right now, he is successful.
mara Ramaphosa mara le mertle ka kone le mail le antsa re thuma mina
E
be le ya lona.
documents di kotseng go bona ke bo mama ba patetse.
Ba re diamond pela o baile conference matala.
yeah conference o ka re
Ba
mara
ile conference.
Parliament chi.
so a go vote conference re go vote rona
Oh matala da ne ngicela ra una na di-meetings tsa ANC tse e qala ra before e tla e complementiwa ko lona ba le bela ka e qala da ko na e
Wait, pela-
bitswang NEC.
pela shebele direct EFF before the election ne winner like before the election ne re nagana ya win like the when campaign ka teng ne ra EFF hai khotla di result it took about 3% or how many percent
Mare obvious like ke marketing matala. Marketing
Ke
e
me,
fitile go
ya ga
ditsebenza rona re le bangata. Mara so re kaofela re ile ra ilo tokotela.
exactly ke ntse tsa ka Ramaphosa utse nthuma mina akere
Eh.
antsa re ha ke tletsa so
A pela da ka tlo mena ne tsa a campaign a pela da.
And before the campaign go na
Hey re tsile go tsopikin re go no. Mare
Listen le bala nani. By plan before if you come around re go in conversation so ya planiwa ko mara.
matala ba re tsa le GNU ke plan no ko morago before ba tlo go bella yone mo tafoleng.
Sure. Ba ba lwana as the opposition but say about what's coming, what's looming at this time.
On toll.
Evade
So
this before it happens.
so basically re boela back to the topic. Structure senyegile from kwa godimo and e be ya trickle down all the way to the townships.
Since
On
ka
top,
apartheid.
all the way to the townships. Hence re sa tlhole re sena le taba. Phela batho ba senang taba ba iprometse ko dikhoneng ba sa batleng dispane. Ha o ka mmotsa a ya fana mos. Noma ngasebenza nje ngithola umsebenzi. Ngona ngaye esikolweni ngone. Mutho o give up ile wa sa dikena o. O demotivated. So go tlo banze obvious o tlo ba ignorant. O tlo nagana re ntwa shibileng on a regular basis for problem go kone because there's nothing else ena batlang lor I add mo ngcondweni yayo. Maybe to move that person forward. Because of the buyer, we can't say the opportunities are the overfit. It's a lie. The opportunity, the copper na le motho o leng ready for I receive. And how do you for us tune for call? Ke mang o tlo tlang ko wena problem
mara pigi di opportunity di teng fere mara ya ka ro tseba mang gape
Reality.
ha se re
Reality.
tlo ka ro tseba mang o na le bokae ya ore o tla apply wa apply go nngwe apply le dipane one thought tlamehile o tsebe motho ka moare ore ke ai CV ya ka ke isa ko mang
Recently kuna go ke vice portfolio ka go teng nka se bue mabitso but obviously ke itshepile ra ke show ma bela nka itshula akso thole any response but somebody from inside abantshalo ra da o kena sontse bo tseba motho
wa bona
o itahlella yone sona o ka slow ene ke tshepile la company yo but it is what it is so maybe later ona le point mara maybe somebody ene a ka tla konna an offer opportunity akere maybe na ke latelle I'm better prepared gore nka execute that thing or I'm better prepared to execute that writing you gore ke take advantage of the opportunity itself,
which brings down to lack of skill, ne? Because now we can look at it the other way around. There can be opportunities but less people who have that skill.
Okay.
Well, understand.
Skill, sure.
And it brings me back to the question, do you guys think that the imbalance in educational resources compared to, like in townships, compared to the private school and other places, what makes us as black people selling more so no? Because there are opportunities out there, but because the education that we get and the resources that we told, they are so limited, and I can even attest to that. I've experienced that firsthand. It shapes us sort of. It shapes our mindset as black people to be what we are and where we are. So I could say we can.
Also, to answer it also goes back to, it's not only that we're deprived of good quality education, but there's also if you do have that good quality education, you still hear mukas.
Yeah.
Because there's no opportunities in terms of for what you've studied for. So already you come into the game with one leg out. You're disadvantaged already before you compete whatever. And also to the point out the sanzo tlo gafa gape go fitla ko pele until sanzo tlo gafa ko pele gape o tlo patala the barking tlo patala go tshola the same very opportunity until so the dynamics step into that maybe to only one conclusion of the situation because the metric failure, speaker or whatever, or trying a position I had to go to a doctorate to get to the very same seat or metric. It's already even.
But isn't that luck? That's luck and connections. That's luck and connections.
Not luck. Okay, maybe connections, but not luck.
Okay. When it comes to the and maybe difference the thing is happy guys, we need to maybe reach here as the individual because of now maybe my personal experience even though I went to a township school and me going to a township school different. It's already great and so on and so on. And so nankile ka ba batho ba ithuba. Ngile ka nna lo kile ngaba serious and ngile ka nna lo kile ngwagala. So I was able to see you ke nna ke inweleng in this situation one sort. But I'm taking accountability and some of my peers at the time ba and ba decided go bone ba latella Scala and Baba Mamel and Baba Probadi. There are some things today because of maybe dining ill. So I can't say everybody or a payment dining. At the end of the day, maybe circumstances as a school per se, but maybe the one as a background or Joan or concentrate to scale and so on and so on, or concentrate to scale. So I just feel it could maybe a cycle that we can even. You get help from your parents, stress, it's just enjoy or happy. Why. So now I'm saying I'm not quite sure because ke sure le kwa dikolong tse tsa makgowa go na le ngwana o senanta o senantaba o failang o leng problem ba zamile ba mshape o change dikolo and so on and so on but ke personality ya gagwe the child bana ba bang bone if ba ka di results the right ba is it means so maybe le bone ba kenya some kind of effort or ba re tshedani so that's just my 2 cents when it comes to your education yakwa le because it all boils down to an individual. What do you want?
I think, okay, for me, now I've experienced 2 sides. I've been to a private school from grade 7 till like grade 10. And then grade 11 till grade 12, I went to a township school. And when I tell you...
I don't think you're not the hero.
If it was the other way around, if it was the other way around, it would have been better. But I got to experience that, and I literally saw the difference between the system and, you know, like the style of teaching and everything. And when I tell you, like, from, well, the school that I went to, the private school that I went to, they were strict. They were so strict. But even the teaching style, you know, even the teachers cared. And we had so much voice, like student voice was like a big thing. Like we knew how to stand our ground. They listened to us. Their style of teaching, they taught in a way that you would also be interested in learning. They didn't teach by giving you guys the textbook barabarang. No, we do activities. So we literally maybe there's a book that we're supposed to read. Instead of just reading that book, they give us tasks where we have to perform. Maybe group perform chapter what perform chapter what. That sparks interest in learning for kids. They don't like sit down and literally open a book. Understand? And still in that way, you still gain education. You still learn. Understand?
It's another method.
Township. They give you guys books and you have to learn, you have to read that book and, you know, like, yes, the teachers would read with us, whatever, but maybe to leave the next week, from page 100 to 2000.
Mara bana if you're happy. Government like I see the teachers fail. Ba lazy. Like the government employees, they lazy.
So I'm saying that it comes down to education. Like I've experienced, it comes down to education. Evenly, like the teachers don't care. When I tell you there was a smoking area in my school, there was an area where
high school guys.
Ziasha, Insango, singers, they smoke. And the teachers knew who didn't be smoking area, some student. You understand? Yeah. There's cameras, there's everything. Like you won't get away with everything. I have a story, but I'm not gonna say it here. It's embarrassing. But
what did you make him?
You know, but like. I got caught smoking weed. I was curious. My school was like very strict, you know. It was grade 9. It was my grade 9. When I
grade 7, she was on grade 7.
When I tell you,
no, give me charge.
I spoke in the morning. I had a friend and like she knew these things, so I was curious and whatever. When I tell you I got attended the senior gala, they already were investigating and they found who the person is. They caught us. So it's those kind of things they ground you. Understand that? They ground you. Because even now statistically, the kids they made it to varsity. In my previous school, in the private school, Libabako Township, majority of these ones, when I tell you maybe pass rate was like 90-something%, ours was 70-something%. Look, as you pass kids 30%. Quite their pass rate.
30%.
Get 30%. Quite their pass rate was 60. It was their average was 60. So those kind of things, shame. I still say education. If townships do better in their education, a lot of the statistics.
Don't you think maybe discipline? Do you know the discipline part of things?
It's discipline and the teachers caring. The teachers don't care.
Amaruri ngava phela
Don't
piki.
care, guys.
Nakucelokela za imokasi and then kaya kusiputshwe ngabona. Enokuba yakufitla kara ya change ka ino sina taba ka yini. Le ma teacher la ka bana ntho ya gore ba o fa dibuka vele. O tswa bona re ba lo rabe ba.
Exactly.
No, kara like ba o pusha nyana. Like ba o fa attention ya gore if wa palwa go na le motho o tlo thusang gore ke e tswa solo so if wa ke ya go mem mo I can understand him. O tswa mo we. Wa hlanya wa bona. Tsmo ipalla. Ba plumber staff room na ba je di itsa mo.
Now, I can tell you recently, maybe the past few months, Niki shoota a documentary and they outside the Spanish let's and ne really good saint. Or when I get at the body Saint John, Saint Stephen, Saint what. And they divide it off like the Kelate. But about to discipline is all. Ubitwa said the whole day. After sir, the whole day, sir. How humanity, respect about to lead the I'm a lead in this store to Machiboski Bono in this store to
something big more than anything. I hope more in the same schools in Rivaya, rugby, what. These sports facilities are going to be compared to Takas.
I'm a Taladam scholars le phase 1. Ke school. Silicon a whole mobile extension to the school of energy. Yeah, and the resources are fully equipped to the team.
Mara tseo gape phela ke di private and da batho ba di sponsor ba di mo ka simo a ona ntho ya di sponsor e
mara gona le budget mo ka
ba ija yona vele varne like every year government yansa ya lokitela gore ke skela se let's get 2 million and then principal ayo wa bala ra 2 million ne wa bona ke kenya support fela ya re and then a go tla ke tla ngwalo ke ntse support ya bokae maybe support ya bo ma 50,000 then wa ngwalo ba itse ka bo ma 200,000 or 1 million
tseno la sentse etsa ke government
the thing is that the system
wa bona
system rona ka fela mfete e corrupt
sure
pela pigi sheba for example sheba elendleng obo ke skela sa government mara se kada obo sheba forward ke skela sa government se ka imo ka mara ba na difference e pai and exact government dile two sure ka da khotsa gala e ba e tšhelete ga go le ya ba e ja wa bona jaaka gate le kenja bona e ji ya go e ja wa bona
alleged
yeah what to I will never shy
now we are here on the ground. We see the result of these things here on the ground. So it's only imperative for us to speak about what we see. But there's also the same way get the domino effect. If go di mo better matter.
Trickle down all the way. Sure, the domino effect. That's also.
Kada baba ka budget baba audit go skela sele gore go ka ile 1.5 million for rugby go ba ile e gona la accountability wa mthola la dintse du spanela jwang wa mthola ka e matala mfethu ba bona re
Now, why do you think that is, guys? I'm like young. Why do you think that is? In Buddhism, because of
they're greedy. Baba guys.
Discipline from the parents, discipline from the teachers. I don't know if we're taking it to school or maybe doing the discipline key.
Na utla point takere. We can't expect the same teachers bakokas to instill discipline. Le bona something it will affect the mood.
If there's
So maybe
instructions as ke la ka mo go baisiswang ka teng.
What could that be? They not any
public
enough.
teachers are underpaid.
Yeah.
One of the biggest points, no. So if motho tlo tswela ko ntlong for 3,000 wena o fika ba go tsuba dipipe mo child
What the most of the question? You know
so kas expected that in
and it all boils down to discipline. Discipline go tswe a isa le yo ko mantlong a rona, a isa le yo ko dikolong. Kore as long as o le mo kasi, you are fucked.
Yeah.
Mare.
Yeah.
Mali no di saba posodi problema botaki pe. Choda gona botshabelo antlantle. You must learn for repeat. So go problema botaki. Hey, no asana botshabelo, no tshabela kae.
middle class.
Yeah, wa ba itse ke bana. Smart blacks.
Bana way blacks.
Wa itse.
Ne, pela ma dia change ntse phela sheba go ma Florida. Because the buyer no.
I just feel it into to
change. Yeah.
It's just that I don't gas back. When I'm even a rebata itsagale instantly ka se.
What's about ka chanshani? Do bana like batho go fela bane ba lo ka 76. Apo ka boda go fela. Go tlo nna shopping. Ka o chai. Pela ke wanda go pala me ke tsone ditutsa khale. Bo isma ga shuli mo. Ba duletsi. Hey.
We go to chat.
Ne, se ba. Ba ka ya, zubit. Ba fa ka fela. Dintho di tlo buleya.
Mara ka change the fact hore batho ba ba choose batho ba tlo choose o mongwe wa thaka go be.
Ena ra sheba pena no wa re tla go vareng. Tsone di group tsa khale tse. Ba grooma no, ba grooma di group tse di. Wa ba.
Hey.
So and we fuck.
I think that's fairly.
Guys, the only thing that we need to do is to be independent from but control system. And that way, inka not correctly inside the violence or inside anything. I'm just saying, to my view, to be at the state where they are right now, they had to take initiative. They didn't strike on Twitter 24/7 Christmas. And it's time to act to show for him to have a concern. And I think one other thing, generation Arona doesn't think about the next generation.
Before you continue, that actually brings us to our question as to how do we now restructure the mindset and change divert from the norm. So yeah, that just added on to.
Yeah.
Number one, game over the book.
Number one,
one expression in Abu Dhabi.
No, number one, I think if you mentioned we should basically take the initiative. We should basically take action to our own hands and not get controlled by the system.
Take your action to
Kefi.
No, it's basically saying we should break free from the system.
Yeah, maar no re tlo bua never etsa ga. Ka utlwe ka tolerate, maar re tlo bua re bue.
Mara o itse re ka shaba
platform eta re chaba to bata ro re trena le di solution nyana to help.
But do the limit.
Solution. I think we should take it one step as an individual. If one person change, abam to grande asana kanori ene tsonza arope mthomu.
Okay, first step gi. First step, what's the first step?
Uska ratamaka, number one. Uska ratamaka. But if we get that one right, then we will go anywhere. Because of Maka, a builder, copy se go hlola o ka tswe a o gone tswa ka pele ka
Mara Maka gone o thusa na go gone kenya masepeng. Maka gone o thusa na go gone kenya masepeng.
Berekisa Maka strategically ge.
Bona ra maphoso ka gona nka Maka.
Wa berekisa strategically.
Yeah, okay. Ka Maka, wa bona ro kae? O da phela ke ene. First man. Ra maphoso ka Maka.
Mara as go tlele le gana buile Maka se mthokren.
So Maka thusa.
If usile yaka maybe ene ge. If you usile yaka ene then ge.
So bodo wena ha so ka bua Maka. Wena.
A so ka bua
Maka.
Ke ka bua ka apply.
Go gone kira something. Go gone kira something.
Ke gone kira something.
Yeah.
Even If it's not harmful to another
Are
person,
Khurubina
nothing like a
argument.
share.
Are Khurubina argument. Also go ma Khurubina argument or khona thola something. Also.
But if it into it looking at mathateng at the later stage matala or illicit to that extent, I don't think Abu Amaka. But into casual in jail or go shasha or umfe laita ya or scampo or anything. Yeah, you and kai chu. No, Mark, maybe oh, okay. I can even get example if in Yama can get or Shashay or I can get by Joan.
So what do we love with?
What later? Ah, I could see later. Yeah, Yaman like that. We might choose and not see later. Ah, you went up. I want to podcasting. Promise to say the one can almost look at the podcast. We can say much here. We can say much here. I'm not advocating. Guys, I'm going to next. I mean, honest person. Oh, Panda. So back to our topic.
But we want to be ignorant or the situation is dynamics. I can't say situation ignorant.
The
situation.
Situation. We're not born that way, honestly. It's the environment, it's the...
Hey, I don't think by the because barra.
You're wrong.
Ah, never. Never.
No, but how can the age is about them fit? Things are 35. How come she be second? Oh, already has to now 25 for no problem. What 35 for a bonor? Usa fitile age le use. Monna go thata di Spanish di sa le go re sa bonetsa.
Le khodi jo tsa lontse le khodi ka o chain. Serious, o dore una le 35 ene buang ka yona. O tse fela AK47 o thunta batho for chelete.
Yeah.
O tse go gola ka yona.
O gola ka yona la di. Pele ona o ka se etse
Le
la.
no tompelo re no go tse bona ba ga sekolo di.
O ba dore no anga tla ka dithunya no, anga tla ka dithunya ka re ke dithunya re vang ro kena track. O tloi.
I'm saying no. Ramakena.
Ne, bana krage. Yeah. Tlamelo be le speed se o mpe.
Which is a gona circumstance engesha gore shebe la tara ka difuzu. I know
circumstances ba fitisa
go bona ba fitle go. No, never ka ino tsara.
Mara na go mo madi. Na go mo madi.
It's a choice.
O qalo o simolo o tswa ka pentsele go grade 1. O qala ra. O bo phiga, ma'am it's not me. No. Ile wena o tsere pentsele.
Mara nkile ka etsa mara bona no ke ai. Bona sore ke
Ne a kere o bona hana krageo ya o tswella ka mmereko.
ha ke na.
Wa bona. So wa bona. So wena ha bone ra mo nka se loki. Ngone ke tsele difoto wa bona.
Wa bo integrate.
Wa bona. No ba bona ha.
True, it's a choice at the end of the day.
And then ba yetrongo ngaba khutla ra.
You choose what path.
Ba boele ba roti. Pela nana skim GP se le mo roti no. Sa advise bana ba rona.
Monna
Como vai jersey se trata cara wa.
Ne.
Re ke khale me ba ba saya ka kwa he.
Ai, invito. Motho a change jo. Motho a change.
Jwa.
Ah, that's change. Motho a change. Wa change.
Come batho bana ba ja di drugs no ai.
And then
Ah, ne.
So sa so di camera ya mo a bona.
Ko umplelo iwa no change le mo mtsiba.
Chuchu.
Ne. Pela jup ofi. Jup.
Li kana ke mang o le malate li ka mmona kana ke mang mang
Since mayo.
mang o le
Ma.
ai ele share drugs na go Pitori
Ah, wetso, relapse.
na
Kana ke mang? Temper khate ke mang?
a ke tsitse la
Alostro.
a change
Ah, alostro o boetse.
wele
o lo re lapsile ka first day a tswa
He's still there. Video, no.
He's still there with that guy.
Di mana lo
He's still
so.
that guy.
Ako pitoro lo o recruiter nga way aba change and na betsi
Yeah.
brand.
Oh, le mfana DJ.
Khona lo nganyano lo lerato.
Lerato, lerato DJ.
Ai, kwetsi makana. O boletse le tsamaya
Never. Never. Hey. Leba.
Once we meet the bandit, but
The panty.
Point of order, retrieve your statement,
Withdraw.
withdraw your statement. After the yeah, no, you're a bandit.
Por aquele panty. Enara is a hardcore criminal. Pero bi hona le mora ma hardcore criminal. Hey, we ba kas kala. Riana ke. Ha go recover. Ni tama hardcore criminal. Using America va hardcore criminal. Bajian. Amorilo. Bajian. Steve Ovo. What's your guy? Kuta maro to zerasti. Na happy. Ka buda ka tswana. Oh ai. Le ki butse ka ke tsweleng. Ai ba fetu. Re tla bona na go our next episode. Having Morocco. Laika mara so much video no batla ke ba jwetse le nna. Ne I see everything ya nyano. Pela ka sena phone to ina nna. Ya gore ke tlo gore ke tlo bula ke kwale. Ne ke nagana la dlala ke chilo ke nagana la dlala. Kantile sheras.
Bye guys. Like, share, comment.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'll tell you.